primarily means answering questions as they come up during the job or before the job so that the customer knows really what's going on and why. Let's say, for instance, we discover a problem with our underground sewer pipe when we're remodeling a basement or something, that we don't just go ahead and plow through and do it and then present them with an extra cost bill. We go through the whole process with them so they know what's going on. That's being helpful. When I was a kid, 14 years old, my father, I lived on Long Island on the water, and my father and my grandfather were both avid boaters. And my father had got regular boating magazines, and one of them had an ad for a set of plans for a little 11-foot long speedboat. So I asked my father if I could buy the plans and build the boat in the basement. He said yes. So I did it. And I did that for the love of boating, but I also found that I loved building the boat. It's a boat that I enjoyed using for about 3 years, and I sold it. But the love of carpentry stayed with me since then. Well, my father and his father, uh, and then my mother's father, they were all in business for themselves. My older brother is in business for himself. So it's kind of in the blood. And when I discovered my love for carpentry, and then I worked for some other people a little bit, I guess I discovered that I needed to do it my way. Uh, Plus, I just really wanted to be a businessman myself, taking after the example that mostly my father gave me. I really enjoy problem solving, and that comes up pretty often in San Francisco homes because they're older homes, as old, more than 100 years old, many of them. And we find hidden dry rot or that the sewer main is no good anymore, and that kind of thing. These are things we have to deal with during the course of the work and make adjustments in the design of the work. Of course, it changes the cost of the work. And then there's also, we're pretty good at figuring out leakage sources and solving those problems. So it's really problem solving that I enjoy. I think the main one is to make sure that the contractor they intend to hire is a licensed contractor. Get that man's license number and then go on Google to CSLB, that's Contractor State License Board, check a license. And then they can enter the person's name. If that doesn't show anything up, enter the person's license number and make sure that everything matches up. And you can also find out there about their workers' compensation insurance. And after that, get certificates from the contractor for liability and workers' comp insurance.